How y'all doing tonight, man?
I'm
Woo!
doing
Doing good.
swell, Tim. How about you? How you're doing after last week?
We're all gonna die, dude. We're all gonna die.
I'm just enjoying the absolute fucking cinema and the entertainment that is the political industry.
Yeah.
And we got our haters from last week, so we might have to address some haterade, but we have to start with tradition.
I don't
Yeah,
think
we
so. Oh, I don't think so. Yeah, let's start with
Yeah,
tradition.
shut up, Rob. You reply guy handling all of your criticisms in the comments.
No,
Well,
no. In fact, I will say, I want to thank the swamp.
yeah.
We are strong. You guys
We are
came to my
legion.
aid. Yeah,
Oh
we
my
are
God.
legion. I talked to Chase. I talked to Chase in person, and I have my own feelings about it. Tim has his own feelings about it. We'll get into it, but I held my own there. I think they obviously clipped me out of context, and everyone saw. And I don't have a problem talking to these people because we're all in the same party, and I need to still be on the LNC if I want to get shit done. So, I have no problem with defending myself. I do like your approach too. I do like your approach too, but I just chose differently. That's fine.
Yeah. No, we got hit with two controversies. It all started because of Rob, and then
Hey,
and then
hey, hey, hey! It all started because of COVID, dude. We all picked
Yeah,
this
true.
up. Just blame COVID.
We'll just keep blaming COVID.
I'm gonna do what
2050.
COVID did to
What
them.
happened? COVID. Yeah, it started with Rob though, because Rob said something about Chase. He said, he couldn't support him because a lot of people supported Trump because the LP ran a gay candidate, and of course, everybody you would expect took that comment out of context and said you hate gay people. And then a couple people dug a little deeper and saw how many times we dropped the N bomb, and Josh got caught up in that too. So it is what it
Hi,
is.
fuckers. What you want to do?
So
Like,
I don't know if you wanted to say something, Josh, because I feel like Rob and I covered it. Go check the Live from Libertarian Party of Georgia stream, because I feel like we covered a lot of it there in Georgia. But
Yeah.
Josh wasn't there.
I was not there.
Yeah, what do you have to say?
First off, I'm really disappointed here that we are no longer a party or philosophy of free speech because this is my show. If people don't want to associate my show, they don't have to watch. Also, I like to remind all of the haters and whatnot out there that when you get all drummed up and angry about this, just keep in mind that at the end of the day, while this is a podcast, it's also a show.
Yeah.
And I don't know if a lot of people understand this with reality TV being the dominant media, like mode of media nowadays. But on a show, they have characters. And the characters aren't necessarily who the people are. So just remember when you want to snitch me out, I'm just going to tell people I play a character on a show. My entire staff at work has seen my show. They know what my character is on this show and what to expect from it. So don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Hate yourself because you're not. Because maybe if you fix that yee ass haircut you get, you have some more bitches on your dick like me, nigga.
There you go. Hey, what? You don't want to? Yeah, I hit it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, good.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Wrong button. All right. Yeah. Anyway, $5 from Chuck and Money. Taxes are gay. Say it, Rob.
Taxes are gay. Yeah. Taxes are gay theft.
It means
You ever
bad.
get robbed?
Gay
You ever
theft.
get robbed by
Not
a gay
just
guy?
theft, gay theft. They're going to take your booty hole.
Give me
Yeah.
your money.
It's all stupid. I don't want. The only thing I don't like about it, what you're making, Josh, is basically like the Alex Jones argument. He made the same argument in court. He's like, what I do is performative. It's all a show. Sometimes I go overboard and I say things for entertainment value. That's true. I think we definitely do that a lot.
What?
We
I
do.
go over? No, I don't go overboard.
I didn't-
I go underboard a lot of
You
the
understand
time.
what I'm
Holy
saying.
shit.
Focusing on the wrong things, okay? We do a lot of stuff just to try to make each other laugh or make each other uncomfortable or to do the same thing to the audience. So I like that part of it. What I don't like about it, because then people take that and misconstrue it and say, well, you don't actually believe anything you say on the show. You're just doing it for views. And that's not exactly true. The goal is to get views and to be bigger and to do better and all these kinds of things. And so we're going to kind of push the envelope from time to time. But I don't think, especially in the greater context of that 2.5 hour conversation, whatever it was, the context there wasn't "fuck Chase, he's a faggot, I don't want to deal with him."
Mm-hmm.
It was just
We were disappointed
suck,
in his
bro.
campaign.
It was the
And we
split.
wish
It
it
was
would have been better.
Yeah, well, it was that, and it was the split in the party, like what the ideology. But like at the end of the day, I even talked to Tim about this at the convention. Like we do agree on like 90% of shit. I don't know why the 10% we don't agree on is always highlighted, but it also does mean a lot between the parties because one side is like very okay with like cutting kids' dicks off and shit, and the
And-
other side is like not okay with that.
Thank you.
It's a
Rob,
pretty big deal.
Rob, you're answering your own you're answering your own thing. Like I don't get why the 10% like there's issue with the 10% because the 10% that we differ on is so important to those people who differ on it that yes, it makes the other 90% impossible because great, you support this other 90% that I do, but this 1% thing is so gratuitous and so deplorable that I can't support the other 90% of the things we agree on because of this maybe one, maybe two things. Like that was the biggest thing I took away from Chase's campaign is, well, I agree with him 90% of the way, but it's just like this one thing or this one item that just too much and goes back to where I say voters are single, maybe double, triple issue, but they only care about 2 or 3 things tops. So yeah, Chase was bad, unfortunately, for where a lot of current modern LP dwelling libertarians that like they don't support transing kids. They don't support giving federal money to trans fucking prisoners. They don't support an Ellis Island style fucking immigration policy.
Right. That's a big
like,
one. Yeah.
Sorry, but that 10% we don't agree with was monumental and very hard for a lot of people to overcome. And I know there was discussions even in my own household about how hard that 10% was.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah, those are the big things, and so he just picked the wrong issues. You know, if he would have, I don't know, if he would have been making the case for minor.
And that's the point I was trying to get across, guys.
Yeah, it just came out as you're gay.
Yeah, because I was too drunk to muster up my character. My character is Saddam Hussein and a very black Muhammad Ali. But other than those two characters, I'm me most of the time, and I was drunk and heated in that situation.
So what
I don't
he's
know
saying is
how many of you guys show up on the floor of a lot of these state and national conventions, but I've been going to a lot of them for a while,
Robert,
and it means a lot to me.
Wobby.
Pisses me off.
Wobby, you're hurting my
It's not
feelings
Robbie.
now. Wobby,
It's
you're
not
hurting
Robbie.
my feelings.
Go sit in the
You
gay
didn't say
corner.
please or thank you.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you for that. I mean, you're saying what needs to be said to these people, and I tried to talk with them about it this weekend too. But
Conversation was good. Chase is like one of those people. When you're face to face with him, he's gonna say whatever he thinks he needs to say.
you're not
going
going
to
to disagree with him
moment.
face to face
Yeah.
because he's going to shift, like maybe not shift the
He's a
conversation.
politician.
He'll address it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's good, and he's a good politician. He will address your question and then kind of
Sidestep it.
answer and then like sidestep and then go into good shit that we agree on. You know, that's what he does.
Yeah,
I'm drinking a green tea, elderflower, and some vodka.
Yeah, we didn't do
Just
traditions,
get out
boys.
of the
We're
way, yeah.
fucking slacking.
All right, Josh, what do you got?
I'm back. I got to finish off the Jefferson tonight,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't know where
I'm
I'm going
finishing off
from
the
there. I got to
Kios,
figure out
yeah.
another.
Right there.
I'm gonna have to restock all my alcohol reserves.
All right, I'm back on the cock again. You know, speaking of gay stuff,
Riding the cock there, Tim. Terrible.
it's pretty good though. I really like it. I really like.
He loves riding the cock.
I really love riding.
Leighton clipped me up worse than the fucking fakertarians, dude. If Leighton was on y'all's side, I would have been done. I would have had to resign.
Oh, if Leighton was on their side, you would have heard me drop the N-bomb, like, on Twitter a million times. A million times. It would have been Walden. He's like, do you see Holopka saying nigga? It would have been like a straight compilation, just like fat nigga, fat nigga, fat nigga, fat nigga, fat, like just constantly.
Yeah. Somebody can make a song out of that just playing in the background.
Like it went, like it would have sounded like a Modern Warfare 2 lobby, like circa 2010. Like I get it. Like this is what you got to do, and this is politics, guys. I'm not mad about it. Like you play your games and I play.
It's up to 7. It went from 4 to 7. Okay.
See, we play our games and y'all play yours. You guys are gonna talk about like, oh, did you hear what they said? We're gonna count how many times I said. Like,
oh, that was the other part I wanted to say to you. That's where I disagree with you. Like Rob went back and forth with them, and the swamp creatures all went off after him. That was great. You were saying at some point, I think it was before we were live, you were saying like, oh, well, you should just ignore them or whatever. Like, fuck them.
Yes.
No, I want the controversy. I want the
Yeah, I do
conflict.
too. Yeah, I wanna
like,
talk-
bring them
No,
on.
fuck you. I'm like no. Like Rob was out here giving well read and worded answers. He was
he was giving them-
rationale and logic, and I respect all that. I told Waldenberg that nigga, you gay, and moved along with my life, and just kept doubling down on Waldenberger. You're gay. Suck my dick. Get fucked. And I was thinking about motorboating them titties for a little while because them Walden titties are something fierce, but.
Yeah.
Terrible. Like, this is what we're doing. Like, I love you, Rob, but I would have not wasted my time with the opinion of peons who can't hold your jockstrap on their best day.
Yeah,
was
but
driving.
at
I didn't have
the
much to
same
do.
time, like, thanks, fake.
You were texting and driving, Robert? Horrible. Illegal. Dangerous even. Somebody call the Department of Transportation on this man.
No. I did it at a gas station whenever I stopped for gas. There you go.
No, but I just wanted to say, thank you to the Fakertarians because there was a whole bunch of people that agree with us that would have never seen our show before, but they hate follow Fakertarians, and they came. There were people that I've never seen before that were commenting and defending Rob and even Josh and on different things, and they're not here normally in the show, so hopefully we'll get.
I got at least five new
I do
follows.
appreciate y'all.
5 new follows on the Twitter,
That's what I'm saying.
and
It
then
doesn't
and then
hurt.
5 on the YouTube. So that was nice.
The only
No
thing that
one
would have made
followed
it
me.
better. The only
They're
thing
like,
that
I
would
don't
have
want to
made
be.
it. Only thing would have made it better is if Rob was out there and said roast them faggots. He probably would have got 20 new followers. Yeah.
Need a separate counter. DL, I think DL kind of stood up for me. He was like,
did
he
stand
made
up
me.
for us.
DL did. DL went out to bat for you. I loved it.
I know.
Everybody was like tagging me, like, "Oh, if you want to talk like the racism stuff we don't know, you gotta
Stay in
ask
there.
Josh."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yo, why are y'all tagging me, fuckers? Like, stop!"
Yeah.
Like, I'm
I
not
know.
going to respond to these fucking
Hey,
losers accusing me
yeah.
of shit.
No, turtlenecks. I hope you're in the chat tonight. Turtlenecks was coming to bat for me, and at like 1 in the morning, I was getting fuck yeah, I was getting notifications. I was still being tagged in this. He was arguing about like whether circumcision is genital mutilation
they went
or not.
that far.
And I'm like, take me off. That was like when we were talking to the board of Delta. Or
It was
Boeing.
It was
Oh,
Boeing.
board
Yeah.
of Boeing. I was like, I have an important meeting to attend, Turtlenecks, or else I would have had your back.
Yeah, we're sitting there getting drunk, arguing with the executive board of Boeing about how they really do take government funding, and you're sitting there arguing about circumcision with retards on the internet.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. Yeah, it was a happy coincidence there. Anyway, yeah. Here, I wanted to play this clip too, because it'll kind of set the stage for where we need to go tonight. You say
I don't know. I haven't seen this clip. I'm scared already.
It's only you've seen it before. It's only a minute long. As soon as I can get my shit together.
All right. Look,
All right.
you're going to be so proud of your country if I get in. You're going to be so proud of your president, and I don't care about that. But you are going to be so proud of your country
You're gonna be
because
so
we're
proud,
going to
dude.
turn it around, and we're going to start winning again. We're going to win so much. We're going to win at every level. We're going to win economically. We're going to win with the economy. We're going to win with military. We're going to win with health care and for our veterans. We're going to win with every single facet. We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't.
No,
we
it
have
isn't.
To keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more. We're going to win so much. I love you, Albany. Get out and vote. You will be so happy.
You're gonna be so happy. So much winning. So much fucking
Goddamn
winning.
right. Fuck
I
your
can't-
stock. The stock. It's the goddamn globalists who are doing this, Tim.
Hey,
Donald Trump
hey.
told me it's the globalists.
So much fucking winning. So much
That's the
fucking
globalists doing that. God damn it. Fuck, Tim.
Hey.
The goddamn globalists are ruining our country.
Check out that Doge clock. That is up 40 bill. What was that? 40. That's million billion. 40
Yeah,
billion
look at
since
all
our
the
last
good
episode.
Elon's doing, guys. Y'all mad
that's
about the debt going up. Look at how much fucking fraud and waste Elon and Donald Trump found.
That makes me feel good. But I will say, wait, go back to the stonks real quick. Go back to the stonks, because Apple builds their phones with little children's hands. Maybe they wouldn't be in the red if they didn't build it with little children's hands.
Nvidia does the same thing. I'm just saying. Nvidia does too. Google makes all their phones in China as well. I'm just saying. Microsoft makes technology and chips in China. I'm just saying. Amazon ships things from China. I'm just saying. JP Morgan invests in China real estate. I'm just saying.
Yeah, this is not Trump's fault. This is clearly a massive
it's the
flu-like virus working its way through China again. I mean, guys, it's happened once before. They are sick. These children need rest. They haven't played video games in 3 hours. These children they're going to jump into the suicide nets outside these Apple factories, guys, if we don't let them chill for a little bit.
You know, this is why we had to tariff them, Rob. We got to save the children. Can anybody please think of the children here? This is why these tariffs are so important. You're like, oh my God, everything's going to be so expensive. Oh my God, eggs are so expensive. Oh my God. Fuck you. Think of the children. Think of all the dying, starving children in China making your iPhones that Donald Trump has saved. Our Lord and Savior, Donald Trump, has come and delivered these children from the temptation of new iPhones being built by these greedy fucking communists in China.
Yeah, and Josh is completely right on this, because these kids, if they did not do this, they would be worshiping this CCP.
Dying.
They would be in the mines. They would be working as some sort of a poll counter in a county.
Guarding Uyghur prison camps.
Yeah, they would be sent to Taiwan or Hong Kong to foment hate, collect bricks to throw at buildings. You know, these are the things that Chinese kids do. I've been watching a lot of Tim Dillon.
You know who else throws bricks? The CIA.
The 76ers? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they do too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a shit year, dog. Let's not talk about that. But
yeah, and Embed got hurt, or whatever his name is, right?
Yeah, MB got. You know, we're not gonna talk about that here. What we're focusing on is that Donald Trump is objectively saving America, and if you don't like saving America, then you too can go to fucking China, you fucking commies.
Now, here's an idea, since this is a libertarian podcast. Kids should be able to do hard labor. Like, that's something we adamantly believe
American kids should be able to do hard labor.
Yeah, but, until then, don't stop the childhood slave labor.
No, we need to protect our children in America.
Yeah, I want a QR code that it comes with every iPhone box. You don't even have to put their face on it. But it goes to a picture of the kid with the iPhone, giving it.
So you basically want it to be like one of those, like, you donate and you get a little picture back of a child, like 12 cents a month, and I got my own little Chinese boy that I get a picture of.
Yeah, and I want at least 12 cents going to him per phone. That's a lot of money. Those little Chinese fingers can put together parts. The parts in these phones are very small. You need small fingers to put them together. They don't understand the needs that we have. American children, fat sausage, chubby fingers with diabetes. So
why do you think Vivek wanted to H-1B to have all these little motherfuckers in here?
Yeah, Tim, you are muted. Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Tim, what's your take?
I fucking hate it here. It
there you go.
Sucks. I'm gonna die.
What? In the greatest country in the world, with the greatest president of our lifetime in office? You're crazy, Tim.
I'm not crazy.
My heart goes out to you over here for your tragedy that you're dealing with.
Yeah, chat's right. You guys are just going for the most controversial things you can say now.
What you mean? I am trying to make America great again. Do you not read the hat?
Yeah, well, when, like I said, when Donald Trump was that clip was from 2016, and back then Donald Trump was talking about how raising the debt ceiling was a terrible idea, how we needed to cut back on all this wasteful spending, how we need to get rid of all these stupid programs, and just really make America great again by getting the government out of the way. That was the unsaid part that he kept reiterating over and over again. And then he got elected, he fucked up, then COVID happened, the Democrats had an excuse to steal the election. Everybody got pissed again.
Nope.
Trump ran on the same shit again, and then fucked us again. That's what's happening right now.
That is a liberal lie perpetrated to tear our president's good name ass-under. That is a lie and a farce, and I hate that you're projecting the liberal left's fucking messaging upon us, Tim. That's terrible.
Trump can look. He can do it.
Trump looked into the swamp, and it looked back at him. And he wasn't ready. But he's going to drain it this time. He came prepared this time. He thought the swamp was a small little pond, and he just like, all I got to do is flip the switch and it'll drain. And he didn't realize that this was a fucking monster. It was an ocean that he had to drain. That's why he brought Elon along.
How do you drain the swamp?
What are Elon's doing right now? Look at that, $190 billion.
That's bullshit. They've admitted that half of that is a lie, and it's probably closer to $50 billion.
What? No, I need proof that they admitted this is a lie. I don't believe it.
Yeah, they cut it in half. Let me see. Doge.
Was that because of the court decisions, though?
No, I don't think so.
Still finding waste, still finding fraud, still the greatest, most libertarian president of our lifetime. Ross is still freed, which is the most important thing most important topic of our lifetime. Ross is free. So I mean,
all right. So look. You see right there, it says Doge clock 190 billion.
I see it.
This is the Doge website. It says 105 billion. That's
damn.
half.
That's a damn good fucking. That's 105 billion found. Holy shit! Goddamn! Fucking round of applause for Elon. Fucking doing his job. Big up to fucking Donnie P.
105 billion.
105 billion. We didn't have before, Tim.
Now listen. So right now, Donald Trump. Would you say that Donald Trump has a mandate that he can kind of push through what he wants to push through right now? That
I think
if he was going to act right now, he holds more power than he would in say 6 months?
I don't do no.
You don't think so? You think he's weak as shit right now? Donnie's a little bitch. That's what you're fucking telling me right now. That Donnie's a little bitch.
Look, you had fucking Thomas Massie yesterday fighting with them. Fuck him.
Oh my god, dude.
Either you're here to make America great again, or you're part of the liberal left agenda.
You gotta let Tim give his side. I didn't even hear what he was trying to say. You gotta let him give his side.
Josh is playing a character right now. He's trying to piss me off.
Okay? Yeah, I know.
That's what he's doing.
You have to listen to the other argument. I know we're playing character. I'm trying to hear him.
No, it's fine. I don't mind. You just making me mad. That's fine. We can be mad. It's
swamp
okay.
juice. Get the swamp juice. Break it out.
Go ahead, Tim.
No, but
I want to hear you.
He's running on all this shit, saying he's got a mandate right now that everything needs to be Trump's way. That's why we can push on these tariffs. That's why we can negotiate on behalf of Ukraine. That's why we can do all these things with the economy. That's why we can have Doge right now, because the American people voted for this. They wanted Doge. They wanted cuts to government. They wanted all these kinds of things. So I, Donald Trump, want you to pass Joe Biden's budget or you're a fucking loser. That's what he's saying right now. Go pass this continuing resolution right now that continues Joe Biden spending. The money that Joe Biden put on the budget, all these CRs that Biden passed, he raised the debt ceiling 3 times, just like Trump did. And all of the additions and everything in there, we want to keep those. You know what we're going to cut? Nothing. We're not cutting anything. All that shit over there, the 105 recognized $1 billion that they want to cut from Doge, Donald Trump's not cutting that. And this is one thing that Thomas Massie put it out. He said, well, look, Doge is coming across pointing out all this waste, fraud, and abuse that's supposedly out there, and Donald Trump is telling us we got to pass it. That we got to go ahead and continue funding that shit. Let's just keep it rolling. So not only are they not cutting any spending, but they're going to raise spending. How are they raising spending? I don't know. They're going to spend money on defense, typical Republican shit, but also Section 8 housing for HUD. We're going to raise money for that too. We're going to put that up another $4 billion. Those two things right there, almost $10 billion. That's nothing. Yeah. That's chump shit. You know how much is really going to get raised? The mandatory spending. The mandatory spending for programs like Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, all those entitlement programs that Elon's getting beat up for attacking right now, those are included in what's called mandatory spending. Do you want to guess what the cost for those programs being increased? Not the current cost, because we can go over here and we can
tell
look.
him, Tim. Tell him what the current cost is.
We can go over here. Yeah, that's fine. Look, Social Security, $1.5 billion. Medicare, Medicaid, another $1.6 billion. I mean, you got trillion. Sorry, you have $3 trillion right there. This defense spending budget, that's not enough. We're going to add more to that. We're going to try to we got to pump those numbers up. Them are rookie numbers. We ain't hit $1 trillion yet. We got to spend more in bombing Mexico and bombing Gaza and all that other shit. Interest on the debt, we've got to pump that up. Those are rookie numbers. They're going to keep pumping that shit up. The expected increase, that's going to stay the same, but they anticipate increases. The expected increase is 5 to 7% per year. That's 2 to 300 billion. So this fucking bullshit here, we're going to cut government spending. We're going to do so much to save the government. Chump change. Fucking chump change. Ain't doing shit. And if you don't support Joe Biden's budget, you're not trying to make America great again. This is fucking ridiculous. The whole thing is fucking stupid. And I ain't even got to the best part yet, but I'm going to let you jump in there because I'm going to piss you off some more.
I think we all knew that the mandatory spending, Social Security, all this big shit with Trump, if anyone voted for him, I'm not saying I did or didn't. I'm just saying if you are a libertarian who voted Trump, you knew that he's not going to cut Social Security. You knew he wasn't going to cut Medicare, Medicaid. Republicans like that shit. That's why we're different than Republicans. That's why we're libertarians. We don't agree with it. Yeah. But I think if he's doing his shit where we're not going to give Ukraine any more money and we end the Ukraine war, I think that's still a win. I don't know. That's just me. I will take his negotiating out of the Ukraine-Russia war. That's my number one issue. That we're good with Biden. We wouldn't have got that, and Chase was gay. So. Oh my God! I did it again. No, fuck yeah. Chase would have ended the war. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Chase would have ended all wars. Yeah, sure.
I mean, he would have pulled out. I don't know how much experience
I don't know if he would have pulled out.
Yeah, he would have pulled out, right? Yeah. He had no fucking shot at winning, and yeah. Anyway,
no, I mean, and also we talked about this. No third-party candidate would have won this year. Bobby Kennedy was like, even a libertarian. He was like, we actually did good compared to. He was actually telling us the numbers, and I was like, I can't disagree with you there on the numbers. I don't know. I don't think our guy Rechtenwald would have done better. I think maybe Lars would have done better because he would have spent money.
So anyway, you still think we should vote for Biden's budget, Josh?
Absolutely. You guys are fucking just perpetuating the left's fucking talking points, you fucking losers.
No, the left's talking points right now. Hakeem Jeffries is out there saying that they can't support...
This is left talking... You're...
What are you talking about?
Okay.
You can't go out there...
No, I'm going to let you talk.
Hakeem Jeffries is going out there right now and saying that they can't support Biden's budget because it has cuts to Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. But those things are explicitly not in the budget.
Exactly, because it's not Biden's budget, it's Donald Trump's budget. That's why the Democrats are fighting so hard. And that's what I'm talking about. The points you're making are leftist talking points from 6 months ago.
6 months ago when we had this debate last time.
Yes, but Donald Trump wasn't the president. It was Joe Biden 6 months ago. So I don't want to pass a Joe Biden budget. This is a Donald Trump budget. Pass the fucking budget.
No. Why do we need to pass
this
the budget?
Is what, no, fuck you. This is what the Americans voted for. We voted for what Donald Trump wants. Now you better fucking give it to us.
No,
this is what we voted for. Accept your fucking fate.
No.
Even Rob said it. We knew he was going to be bad on the economy. We knew he was going to be bad on Medicare and Medicaid. That's fine. Who cares? Pass the fucking budget.
What are you grabbing here?
Give him what he wants.
Yeah, because turtleneck saying
it's going to be better than whatever you would have gotten with Kamala. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, true.
Promise made, promise kept.
Yeah, turtleneck. I think you're right on that. That's why, Congress has the purse. That's the whole deal. Congress has the purse. It's the legislative, branch, and if they have, that's why he's having a tough time getting through the federal courts because constitutionally speaking. If I think this might be right. I could be wrong about this. It's been a while since I've looked at it. But the executive branch and the president, if they create like an executive agency, whatever, then the president can kind of reel back people from in that agency. If the if Congress creates it, the president's going to have a tougher time getting rid of that executive agency or that whatever Congress created. So Congress can spend, the president executes.
Well, and to answer Ronan's question, yes, if Trump votes to pass the budget, the Dems have to vote against it out of principle. It's not out of principle. It's because it's all a fucking game. It's because they're all just playing political games, partisan games.
Democrats' principles are just to fucking be contrarian and vote fucking against whatever fucking...
So are Republicans.
I disagree.
I don't disagree. Not at all.
Okay, then
they have the chance right now.
You would have rather 4 years of Kamala. Got it. Heard.
That's not what I'm saying. This is why I started the conversation by saying, doesn't Trump have a mandate right now? Doesn't he have all the support he's going to... This is like peak support right now. If he does well right now, then he'll have more support later. But he has the cards right now. Trump has the cards, right? He's the one.
We're getting people going off the reservation. Why? You come on in for the big Team W.
Nigga, I was never on the reservation. Okay?
That's tragic. You better come back on before you get fucking shot or deported back to Mexico.
I can't be deported back to a place I've never been.
We will find fucking Mexican fucking credentials on you, Timothy, and you will go back to whence you came.
Yeah, just like the 9/11 passports, you know.
Look, Bush did that. Imagine what Donald Trump can do.
Yo, I'm gonna reach out to this guy. I just listened to him on Sam Tripoli's Tinfoil Hat podcast. Richard Gage, I think is his name. Might be Robert Gage. He has a 9/11 presentation that he gives in about an hour and a half, and it's the best conspiracy 9/11 presentation I've ever heard, and I even see it, and he's got clips, he's got videos from like the day of, like witness cameras and shit. I'm gonna try and get him on here. No promises, but he's doing a lot of stuff with Congress and like looking at the conspiracy with what's that bitch that took on all this that's keeping all the shit from us
Pam
now.
Bondi.
Not Pam, but yes, Pam Bondi, but also the
Tulsi Gabbard.
Not Tulsi. No. It's the
Which
Congresswoman.
One? They're all doing.
It's the
Alina Paula Luna.
Yeah, Alina Paula Luna. She's one of ours.
Yeah.
She's one of ours here in Florida. So yeah. He's trying to work with her on the 9/11 shit, and I don't know. Go listen to that podcast from them. That was crazy. Best 9/11 podcast ever.
All I'm
9/11,
saying,
9/11.
Either you're passing Trump's agenda, or you're against the American voters.
I'm against the American voters because they're a bunch of retards.
That's fine. The American voters don't give a fuck about you either. Do what Donald Trump. We voted for Donald Trump because we wanted to do what Donald Trump wants to do. And if you don't want to do what Donald Trump wants to do, we can find a replacement for you that does want to do what Donald Trump wants to do. Watch out, Thomas. We're coming for you.
He needs to just join the Libertarian Party, bro. Tell us how to make it better. Just flip.
Why? So you can get like a mosh and get fucking mocked and ridiculed until he fucking goes back to the GOP? No. Stay right where you're at, Tommy boy. You'll be a good, like, city councilman or something once Donald Trump primaries you.
I was half joking, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a different Donald Trump, and this isn't 2020 anymore. This is 2024.
You were frozen for a second. Hold up. Let me go to YouTube and check. Oh, yeah, you're frozen on YouTube. No, I couldn't hear you. You were gone. You were completely gone. So why don't you refresh and we'll bring up the next thing. I'm going through this scroll right here. Did anyone come through this while Tim's dealing with the technical issues? Looks like China has now declared Islam a mental illness and is tearing down mosques. What the fuck is going on? This is why
we're making America great again.
Muslims. Look at that.
so tragic.
Fact check. That is not a mosque. That is the Little Mermaid exhibit from Disneyland. Oh, okay. No, I'm joking. That was just me fact checking live. Fuck you guys. Cybertruck's on fire. I think Tim's back in now. Tim, I took him on a tangent for a little bit.
You were fact checking. That's what I heard.
Yeah, we did that too. While you were gone. All right, you should be back now.
Am I? Who knows?
I'll check it. I'll check it while you're back. Go ahead and bring up your next thing. I'll check.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Josh has gone so deep into character that I'm not sure if he's being serious or not.
No, you're good. Yeah, I'm being a character myself tonight.
I just think you guys hate America.
Yeah.
And you're with the leftist fucking agenda at this point. Typical libertarians. They don't want to win. They don't want to come on board.
No,
they want to be contrarian.
I want Trump to win, and I want him to do what he said he was going to do, and I want him to slash spending. That's what I want him to do, and he's not doing it.
Look, you just had a Doge counter. That's why you brought on Elon.
No, you're retarded.
No, this is what Doge was all about. Cutting government waste and fraud.
Doge is failing.
Doge is failing.
Doge is doing exactly.
Doge found $105 billion by your own account. $105 billion
they found it.
In waste.
Good. You know who else found it? Rand fucking Paul. Every goddamn year for the last 12 years. He found it and pointed it out
Rand
too.
Paul,
and guess what? Nothing happened. And you know what's going to happen with Elon?
Yeah, because Rand Paul was soft and weak. That's why we got Donald Trump in office. Because he makes America great again.
All right, here, Tim. Put in a poll. Put in a poll in the chat.
Put in a poll. Chat. I don't care what the fucking midwits think. They're all wrong.
No, chat. Hop in this poll if you're on YouTube. I want to know.
Yes,
do you
midwits.
think? I want to know. Do you
use your democracy and vote. Show us how midwitty you all are.
I want to know. Do you think that Doge is actually doing something, or is it not doing anything? That's what I want to know.
You're really trying to perpetuate the lie and the farce that the leftist agenda has, that Doge is a government fraud and waste program. This is terrible. Why don't y'all just go join the Democratic Party? You obviously would fit in better there.
I've been saying Doge is a good thing. I don't know why you're saying.
Why do you hate Donald Trump?
You don't listen.
Musk?
You don't listen at all. Actually,
you are a hater.
I'm not I've literally made a point for Doge for like so many weeks now. I think you actually have been the one changing your stance on it, if I do recall.
What?
Yeah.
So the question in the chat is Josh gay? 10 votes. Yes.
10 votes. Yeah.
Yes. 10 votes.
By all means, I don't care what the midwits have to say. Show how midwitty you are with your average IQ by responding to the democracy fucking poll.
Oh, it was 11
Is democracy
votes.
perfect? Do we love democracy? If you vote, is Josh gay? I love democracy? Hit yes in the fucking poll so we all know how much of a gay you are.
He probably answered yes himself. He probably did. It'd probably be less gay if he didn't.
You got any news?
Leftist.
What's going on?
Leftist.
Yeah.
Commies.
My phone is getting blown up because I didn't send my drivers their trailer numbers. Let me see here. Colombia activists get protester blocked, deported by Trump for free speech. Did y'all see that?
Goddamn bless America.
No.
What? You didn't see this? Yeah.
Make America great again.
I haven't seen anything all day. I've been dealing with family stuff all day, so did not see nothing on the news today or on the Twitter sphere.
Yeah, judge temporarily blocks effort to deport Palestinian activists who helped lead Colombia's student protests. Remember all the pro-Palestine protests and all this kind of shit that was happening?
Yeah.
They were saying they were pro-Hamas or whatever. Yeah, apparently Trump tried to get him deported. What the hell's his name? Muhammad Kali or whatever.
I guess that.
Yeah. Kali was arrested by ICE agents, Columbia University, after his green card was revoked due to his involvement in anti-Israel protests. And so Trump and Homan and everybody decided they want to deport this guy. So fuck him.
Yeah. I mean,
so
they want to deport. They want to deport him because he's not a citizen. He's here illegally, or Does he have a
No,
citizenship?
he has a
or-
green card, and they're revoking his green card because he supported
Oh my god!
the Hamas and
Fuck
pro-Palestine.
yeah, get him out of
Yeah,
here.
No, you can't do that. No.
Yes, you can. You're not a natural citizen. We gave you the privilege of citizenship. Now we're revoking it because you obviously don't want to be a citizen. Now you can go back from whence you came. Consequences have actions, or actions have consequences.
Hey, you were saying, so before I show you this story, we voted for
Send him
Trump.
back.
We get what we deserve, right? What did he say on Ukraine?
He wanted people
Apologize,
to stop dying. I want people
or
to stop
else.
dying. Want
Wants
people
people
to
to
stop.
stop dying. Wants us to get a stop having us be involved. All that kind of stuff. Negotiating peace before I even get elected. All that kind of shit. Here you go. U.S. resumes military intelligence sharing for Ukraine.
Well,
March 11th.
Zelensky apologized.
That was
He told
today.
him, he said, please and thank you finally. And
Yeah,
we
so
were
we're
like,
going to
okay,
get involved
thank you for
again.
having manners.
So we're not going to get out of the war. We're going to get right back in.
We wanted Zelensky to have manners and show a little gratitude for our assistance there. You're not just going to come
So the
into
war's
my
not
house
going to end.
and
So the
make
war's not going to end.
demands. You're going to show gratitude publicly and privately. And he did. He wrote a full-on apology letter to the President of the United States. Donald Trump got Alexander Zelensky, the strong man, we don't have democracy here, the Mr. I'm going to fight and beat Putin, got him to write a full-page apology letter. I'm sorry that I acted like a dickhead in the fucking Oval Office. Can you please forgive me? And by the way, can you help me out or I'm going to die? And Donald Trump went, I could let you rot. I could leave your country alone. I could give it to Putin. But I'm a generous man. I'm a loving man. I'm a caring man. I care about the people. I don't want to see anybody die. So we're going to help you, Alexander. We're going to help you, Mr. Zelensky, President Zelensky, kind of, sort of Zelensky. And, we appreciate your rare earth minerals in exchange for our support on your war here. You guys just don't like making America great again.
We didn't get the rare earth mineral deal. It didn't happen.
Can you read at least the first paragraph of the article? Yeah.
Trump administration lifted its pause on military aid and intelligence sharing with Ukraine following talks between U.S. and Ukraine officials in Saudi Arabia on Tuesday. That was today. U.S. officials said the move came after Ukraine signaled it was open to a 30-day ceasefire if Russia agreed. Ukraine expressed readiness to accept the U.S. proposal and enact an immediate interim 30-day ceasefire, which can be extended by mutual agreement of the parties, which is subject to acceptance and concurrent implementation by the Russian Federation, the U.S. and Ukraine said in a joint statement. And there's your faggot little boy Rubio.
There you go.
Yeah, see, that's sorry. Go ahead, Josh. You got it.
Donald Trump negotiated peace, and y'all are mad. Leftist fucking agenda.
Yeah, I think the open to redoing the ceasefire, I think that's what they're aiming to do. Now, this outcome right here, I don't think it was Trump. I think it's Rubio. And we all know that we hated Rubio as an appointment.
I still hate Rubio.
I still hate Rubio as an appointment, and that's not going to change.
He is a yes man, though.
He is the guy, and this sounds like a Rubio deal. You lifted the what? If Donald Trump, Donald Trump is delegating tasks to these people. He trusts Rubio with this, and Rubio brings us this bullshit. This makes me hate Rubio more than Trump, honestly, because it's like I give you a job. And I just lifted all the military aid going to Ukraine. I lifted it, or I paused it. Now you're gonna lift the pause, and give them everything back, but then we're gonna figure out a ceasefire. Like, he's kind of putting Trump in a tough position, and I would like to be behind closed doors to see how that conversation goes, because I don't think it goes good for Rubio. I could be wrong.
I was just reading more of this while you were talking about it, and it said that Putin has previously rejected the idea of a temporary ceasefire, saying in January that he would not accept some kind of respite or regrouping of forces, blah, blah, blah. They wanted long-term peace based on respect for legitimate interests of all people. Moscow has the momentum on the battlefield and on its side. Zelensky also has repeatedly rejected the idea of a ceasefire, and his openness to the 30-day truce marks a significant shift in his position. I think he's losing the war, and he's realizing he doesn't have the cards. And
he does not have the cards.
And they need to stop the shooting. So I agree that the ceasefire is a good idea, but we're supposed to be getting out of this shit. and we're just jumping right back in. We're like, ceasefire. Okay, you agreed to a thing that I don't know how to analogize it, but it's really stupid because it's like, just agree to something that I said, and then I'll do what you want. It's like you'll agree with it as long as it's Trump's idea. And like, you got, I don't know. It's like Zelensky could be saying, give us more support, and Trump says, no, ceasefire. And Zelensky's like, ceasefire, and then some support, and he's like, yeah, that's a good idea. We should do that, and then you do it, and Trump takes credit. No, we don't want to be involved at all. Not at all. Walk away.
Yeah, but Trump knows that. Rubio knows that, but Rubio doesn't believe in that. That's why I'm saying he was an awful appointment and shouldn't be the guy. He should be fired for this, I think. I mean,
He's
still
gonna
you
take
get
it as
to
a win.
he's going to take it as a win.
America's terms is what the world's going to say, and then you can ride that and say that was a win.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm interested to see how it develops because I think this is kind of showing of just Rubio being a bad. Is it Secretary of State? Is that who he is? I think he's not Secretary of State. Fucking
Defense or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me look up his official title. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think you're right, Tim. But at the same time, I think it's Marco Rubio who made this deal initially.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that Russia accepts the deal. Like I said, they're kind of in the winning position right now. They can just keep pushing and take Ukraine.
Yeah, Secretary of State. I was right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Dan says you're right too. Yeah. Why would you stop pushing when you're winning? I mean, I don't know. I guess now that America's putting their foot back in the game, maybe that'll make them say, okay, maybe we'll back off a little bit. But I don't know.
Little Rubio, how much you've grown, making great deals in Ukraine and Russia. I think you're doing a fine job, Mr. Little Rubio. Yeah, I fucked up at the end, but it was good. It was a good monologue there going on.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
Didn't you have a monologue? Didn't you have a monologue?
Yeah, I had one. It's gone. There was a freeze on foreign aid. That was my main point with this. We're going to have a freeze on foreign aid, except for Israel and intelligence support for Ukraine and more intervention in Mexico. So much goddamn winning. It's going to be great.
So why did you use this whole episode to attack Trump? This whole episode.
Oh, I have good things about Trump. You want to talk about some good things about Trump?
Oh, we're doing good Trump, bad Trump. Okay, so you just did bad news first. Okay, that's how we're rolling. All right, that's fine. I don't know.
At Black Lives Matter Plaza as it was ripped apart. Our Washington, D.C. reporter.
You want some good news? There's some good news.
That will soon be known as just 16th Street. So, Felicia, we know the mayor's office has been calling this the
Okay, pause. Can we pause real quick?
What?
They're going from Black Lives Matter Plaza back to 16th Street. Can we at least compromise and call it 16th Street?
Screet.
Pressure from Republican
Yeah,
lawmakers
no, they're
to
out
change
there.
it. You've
This
seen people
interview is
visiting
kind
the
of fucking
plaza all day
hilarious.
long. What has it been like out there?
Would.
Well,
Both.
right now, actually, it just started to feel quite emotional.
I don't know why it's so quiet. Is it just me?
It's a little quiet.
See this
It's
crumble
super quiet.
on the floor.
Felicia.
Pick up pieces of it and put it in their bags and save it as memento.
So what she's saying is people are walking by and grabbing up pieces of the asphalt and putting it in bags as keepsakes to remember the street that was once named Black Lives Matter Plaza.
Guys, just go steal from Walgreens. You don't have to do that. Like, just do something else. You're picking up harmful chemicals. Like, you're gonna have dust in your pocket. That's not good, dude. Just have a barbecue. Go to the movies and talk like normal people. Like things you do.
It's not the Berlin Wall. Yeah, no, it's not.
It's
just a fucking street.
Oh, that is, yeah. But we should act like it's a Berlin Wall and start taking hammers to it and see what happens there. The whole Black Lives Matter organization can suck on my balls. Like the organization, the whole non-profit, whatever you want to call it. Fucking communist.
Yeah, so that was some good stuff out of Trump because apparently he's the one that pressured everything to happen. Mayor Bowser was out there saying, that they wanted to keep it, and Trump said, "Get rid of it, or I'll take away all your funding."
Mayor Bowser also said, "Peaches, peaches, 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 peaches."
Yeah. Wait, what was funded
Mario
by?
joke.
What are you talking about? Black Lives Matter Street was funded by Jewish organizations. Is that what happened?
We're having Jeffrey Hahn back
All right.
on the podcast.
This seems like-
if you want to get into the Jews.
Are you? If it was funded by George Soros and you're calling that a Jewish organization, you're doing some reaching there.
Yeah.
Oh, all of BLM also funded by George Soros, also doing reaching. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
Some people in BLM make it out like bandits. Yeah, they got.
Yeah,
their
the
house.
top. Yeah.
All right, here you go. I'll give you another Trump win. Cheer Josh up a little bit. Department of Education staff told offices will be closed on Wednesday. Shutting down parts of the department already. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but here you go.
Why is it so
departments?
President Trump signed an executive order today establishing a task force for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. But the executive order on everyone's radar, the one that aims to dismantle the Department of Education, has yet to receive the president's signature. It's still being worked on. Let's bring in our political panel to discuss. Maura Gillespie served as...
All right, bitch, you lied to me. It says Department of Education staff told offices will be closed on Wednesday. Staff at the Department of Education received a notice on Tuesday, today, instructing them to leave the building by 6 p.m. local time and informing them that all department offices in Washington, D.C., as well as regional offices, will be closed on Wednesday. So
Good.
just kicking them the fuck out.
It's good stuff. I mean, this is one of the things that he talked about. You know, this is one of the reasons why a lot of more conservative libertarians might have voted for him. Cut down departments like this, Department of Education, shit like that. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Maybe he actually gets it passed because, like, I heard somebody say before that, his plan here isn't really to, shut it down outright. Like, it's just kind of just to starve the beast. Just stop giving it support, close the buildings down, for example. And just not let people come into work, and then just kind of force states to pick up the slack on their own. And then once they kind of prove that can be done, then the appetite to get rid of it will be better. That's the 4D chess of Trump. That's what all those guys are saying.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I got a feeling that we're just going to increase spending and spend more. That's what's going to happen.
Since we're talking about this,
Mm-hmm.
when we were talking to Chase Oliver this weekend, he brought up the fact that Alabama has a charter school that is LGBTQ friendly.
Of course,
that
yeah.
This is
That's
what
I was thinking.
he's a gay candidate. That's why he brings this up. So, but it's kind of what we want to see more of, like charter schools / like private schools that specialize in automotive, specialize in like aerodynamic, like planes, shit like that. Like different schools that specialize in different shit. So you can, if your kid has an interest, send them in that. The parents making that decision to send their kids to gay school, not very smart parents, I would think, but at the same time, it's an option. And you know what I'm saying? And that's what. Gay school.
Yeah.
Yes. What's wrong with you? My dad sent me to gay school. Imagine being like a super redneck kid, but your parents sent you to gay school.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I don't know. But he had a point. You should be able to do that, and like you shouldn't force the taxpayer if they're sending their kid to public school to like learn about this kind of like I don't want to call it alternative history, but like. This woke, for lack of a better term, woke, fucking leftist history, theology, all that shit.
Yeah. How you doing, Josh?
Try not to interrupt.
You're good, dude.
You get so mad, but like if you could like.
I'm just being quiet. I'm just waiting. Let everybody have their time to talk. That's all.
What is your point? What point do you want to make on the Department of Education?
None. I got no opinion. It's going to end anyway. No opinion.
Okay, so you think it's actually going to end? You think he's actually going to do it?
He already wrote an EO to end it. It's ending. It's done.
No, they said it's still being written. How hard is it?
Written?
Yeah, it's still being written. Like
Yeah,
they haven't
it's
finished
done.
writing it yet.
You fired.
Yeah, how hard
Sign,
is it to
yeah.
write? How hard is it to write? Get rid of it. Done.
Josh, bro. Okay.
What?
All right.
I'm never
All
trying
right.
not to interrupt. I don't know when you guys are going to talk. Every time I
Wrong.
try and talk, you guys start talking, so I'm shutting the fuck up now. Everybody wants me to shut the fuck up, so...
Oh, now we're interrupting. No, we're not trying to shut you up.
No, y'all wanted me to shut the fuck up. Now I'm going to be the shut the fuck up one in the group.
No, there's just... It's
No,
just
I
how-
understand. Y'all told me shut the fuck up, so I'm shutting the fuck up.
No, we're not telling you. It's just when... Because, like, I can't hear Tim if you're also yelling at him. So that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. And I like you yelling. I only do Tuesdays because I like to hear you yell. And when you don't yell, it doesn't make me feel as good. So I need you to yell. I need to hear you yell.
You can't have it both ways, Rob. Either I'm going to be shutting the fuck up, or
that's how I like it.
I'm participating. So, I've gotten a lot of feedback this episode and last episode too about shut the fuck up. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Okay. All right. I have an idea. Me and you. And Tim, if he wants to join, and the chat, and the audience, we'll all take
Everybody
a shot.
shuts the fuck up. A whole episode of shutting the fuck
no
up.
fucking shot. Fuck
No,
you.
we all take a shot right now. Me and you, Josh, we'll take a shot.
I've been drinking all night, Rob. Like,
You want to take another one? You can just take another
I've
one.
been
I'll just
drinking
take
all night.
I'm
Like,
gonna take a little pool.
I'm just being quiet. I know nobody wants to hear my
Chat.
mouth running and talking, and everybody's upset, and I'm just annoying. I already made Tim angry tonight. I don't want to make Tim angry. I like Tim. Tim's my favorite swamp creature here. Why do I want to make Tim angry?
We're all gonna die.
No.
Okay.
Well, exactly. We're all gonna die because I need to shut the fuck up. So I'm
That's
trying to be the hero here, Tim. Let me be the hero for once.
No, I know you're playing a character, but the character's role is to piss me off. So when it pisses me off, you can't let that throw you off.
I'm not letting it throw me off. I'm just saying I've gotten a immense amount of feedback on I need to stop talking, so I'm stopping talking. Once again, guys, there are consequences for your actions. I have learned the consequences of my actions, so I'm correcting my actions. And now you're going to be mad at me for taking corrective actions? Y'all are the worst. This is why I hate libertarians. Y'all the worst. Y'all tell me to do something, and then when I do it, y'all want to know why I did it. You're fucking losers.
Yes,
No, I know what you're doing. You're but like I'm saying, you're free
trying
to
not
talk.
to interrupt. That's all.
Yeah, that's the only thing. That is the only thing. And I get mad at Mitch when he interrupts me. We're doing
That's why I'm trying not to interrupt. I don't want to
stuff.
have you mad at me either, Rob. You're always mad at me. I'm trying to avoid having you mad at me again.
That is the
after last,
gimmick, though. That is the show. That is what.
especially after last episode. I don't want to get booted from the show. I don't want to get muted. So I'm going to shut up and I'm going to be a good boy and I'm going to, follow the rules and listen and,
I boo you as a joke and I bring you right back. I boo you because Tim brings you right back.
I'm just I'm trying to make America great again. If making America great again means shutting the fuck up, then I'm going to do my part because this is what we voted for.
I think what you should do to make this show
We let
great
democracy win, boys. We are democracy fans now because this is what we voted for.
I think what you should do is go to the border and record a night of like stalking or like watching Mexicans if you want to, or interview them and tell them to go back. Like, why don't you just go back? like catch them and be like, hey, go back.
My mom sent me a music video. I glued my balls to my butthole again. Thanks, Mom.
It's gonna be in the rotation. Pre-show rotation.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
All right. I think we're giving Mitch too much credit for his segues here. I don't think
his
Mitch
segues
does.
were great. I can't
No, they're
fucking
not.
segue. I'm
No,
like,
they're
all
not.
right, we're going to move into the next segment. Like, wait, let me talk about like 20 more minutes worth of shit. Like, no, nigga, you didn't get your shit out in the fucking 30 minutes we talked about. All of a sudden you want to fucking blurt out like some fucking black people at the movie some nonsense in the last fucking 5 seconds. Fuck you.
I don't even know what the counter's for anymore.
We don't. Nobody knows what we're counting anymore. Just Josh being annoying. That's why I'm shutting the fuck up. I don't want the counter to go up.
No, it's well established. It's the N-word.
Yeah, but they're I have not said nigga 11 times in this episode. I have
13
not.
now.
Well, that's 12. Yeah, that's gonna be 12.
Okay, but I've said it 12 times. I've said it like maybe 5 or 6.
Okay, Tim said it once. You said it the other
Okay.
times, and I did not count the pre-show N-words.
Yeah, the
I
pre-show
did not
doesn't count.
Pre-show
Pretty sure
N-words.
doesn't count.
Yeah. I'll agree with
Shutting
that.
up. I'm just gonna shut. I'm gonna go back to shutting up here. I'm gonna use my Fifth Amendment. I'm gonna use my right to remain fucking silent.
No, I will say when
should've
black
just
people
remained
talk at
silent.
movies, it's either really good or really bad. because like
It
if
depends
you're
on
in,
how
like,
good the movie is.
well, yeah, if you're in like a scary movie and then you hear someone go, "Ah, shit, don't go in there," that's the best thing ever. I love being in a movie when that like, "I'll run," "Oh, he's gonna get you." Like I love that shit is the best. But whenever it's like Leonardo and you're just figuring out, like he's been in the insane asylum the entire time in Shutter Island, and then someone goes, "Man, what the fuck going on in the movie?" You're like, "Okay, well, that guy doesn't know what's going on." Yeah, all right. Man, what the fuck going on with these segues tonight, man? Shit. Yeah,
Does not have good
damn,
segues.
with the segues.
He does not have good segues. I don't care. I'll tell you. I'll say it right in front of his sister's tits. He does not have good segues. Anyway,
Speaking of segues,
yeah. So Alex, that's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. Yeah, Josh was bringing it up before the show. Actually, he seemed to know more than I did about it. And now he takes his headset off and walks away. That's cool. That's a good time. One of Alex Jones's reporters got fucking shot. It's not supposed to be funny.
yeah, who was it? Who was it? Was it Paul Joseph Watson?
Get this. His name is Jamie White.
Of course, of course he's a white. Those whites are always getting into trouble.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it right now. Here it is. Unbelievable. Let me zoom in. After I spilled my drink on my keyboard, my Zoom doesn't work like it used to. Here it is. Unbelievable. InfoWars reporter Jamie White has been brutally murdered in Austin last night after leaving the InfoWars studio. And
Oh
returning
shit!
home.
He got murdered. I thought you said he got.
You
shot.
thought I was joking?
No,
Well,
I thought you said he got
He's
shot.
dead.
Police really releasing few details about what happened. Police really releasing few details about.
Come on, stop being gay.
Police really releasing few details about what happened overnight, but this is what we do know right now. Police say they actually found the victim here in the parking lot of this apartment complex. EMS ended up taking that man to the hospital where he later died. Right now, police will not say exactly if he was shot or stabbed, only saying that he had obvious trauma. Homicide detectives still on scene, as I mentioned this morning, collecting evidence. We've seen also a lot of activity in the second floor apartment where they've been taking evidence bags out. Right now, police say they do not have any information about a suspect, and they're asking if you know something about that to contact them.
Yeah. If you know something.
But why him? But why him? Like this could
That's
be
a great
random
question.
act of violence.
That's a great question. I think Alex Jones was blaming because I think Austin's like a sanctuary city or something, and was blaming it on that, saying like it's all these damn immigrants coming in here killing my people. I saw some other conspiracy theories going around that this had something to do with his anti-Ukraine war stance, and it may have been related to that in some way. Yeah. The murder of Jamie White was productive, if not planned. I met him twice. We talked in InfoWars break room over donuts and coffee. He's knowledgeable and deeply committed to exposing corruption. I am on the this is why, yeah. I'm on the Ukraine enemies list. Here, let me blow this up. On the Ukraine enemies list due to my work at InfoWars with Alex Jones. On the Ukraine proxy war, the group who compiled this list is tied to the U.S. State Department, USAID, CIA, and George Soros.
Damn.
So they put him on a you're a bad person list. So that's why the conspiracies are coming out saying that he was related to that. This is the last tweet that InfoWars reporter Jamie White tweeted yesterday before he was murdered. Let me see. Oh, he reposted something from Elon Musk talking about why liberals are so violent. Yeah. I don't know that it's anything crazy. It could just be as simple as Alex said. Like it could just be that, they got all these bad people in. What is that?
Gets called crazy for years when the government's fine.
Yeah.
Is this the inside of his place?
That's inside Alex's place, yeah.
Dude, that is exactly what I think the inside of
White,
Alex Jones's place would
such a
look
good friend
like.
of mine. I remember him joking around one day.
Doesn't say I told you so. Wait, okay. Gets called crazy for years saying the government's spying on us. Doesn't say I told you so when proof is leaked. Yeah, Dale Gribble. Dale Gribble meme.
He hung a lot of stuff on that door right there. This was his
The
desk.
strings.
Breaking stuff
Oh,
on the
no.
news.
This is his,
Oh, he's doing the supplements.
Up there 6-7 days a week. He was up
Well,
there
yeah,
last
he's getting
night,
those for free
Sunday
or
night.
discounted.
writing articles and posting stuff for the show, and that's his desk. There's his hold the line hat.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. And you know, Alex Jones feels like he's like the dude's like an intern to him. You know, he's like, God, they got one of my interns. I don't know. I don't know how he feels, but that does suck for that to happen.
Apparently this
Nothing
is where
like
he lived.
good old grilling and. Aren't
Is
we
this
in
just a
extreme
tour
fire
of
risk?
like Austin, like a
Just
virtual tour?
Like his area.
Kids.
Yeah.
Starting off young. Next to all that area where there's schools.
I would say Alex Jones needs to pay him better, but at the same time,
It's Austin.
he's got all of his money taken from him.
Yeah, that's Austin. I don't know. Everything's probably expensive out there.
That looks shitty. I was thinking about moving there in like 5 years. Looks shitty.
Is that him? Anyway. What was the other guy you said, Josh? There was some other guy you said got shot. There was another Alex Jones reporter person.
I don't remember his name, but he posted that he got swatted earlier today.
Oh, swatted. That's what it was. Yeah.
So that's kind of a lot of a coincidence that like
Here it
one
is.
kid murdered, one kid shot.
Go away, Alex.
These guys are young, man. These guys are young. That guy looked like he couldn't have been 26.
InfoWars host swatted one day after the reporter was murdered. Chase Geyser was swatted on Tuesday, putting his family in danger. Go away with these ads. In danger as police received fake report of someone breaking into his home and holding them hostage. What the
I
fuck?
just rushed back home, talked to the cops. There were, I don't know, half a dozen cop cars outside of my house, and they said that they have been receiving.
Okay, so Alex's site sucks. Yeah, anyway, they've been receiving false threats. Got swatted.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody coming after Alex again. What if it's Alex just sitting in the back room setting his people up?
Yeah.
It's just he's like, look, supplement sales have been low this week. One of you's gonna have to get swatted. Okay.
I heard he's like texting him. I heard he likes to hang out at this intern's house on Saturdays. You can find him there outside in his car. Just shoot him up.
Would be a good grift.
No, I mean, yeah, it's a pretty big coincidence for both of this shit to both of these things to happen. But at the same time, like, I bet they get swatted, like SWAT attempts a lot. Like Tim Pool has gotten swatted a lot. So like that shit happens to just gamers, random gamers and shit too.
Yeah, so apparently he had an interaction with Clint Russell. I just got swatted. Glad you're okay. Too early to confirm. Blah, blah, blah. We were both on the same Ukraine enemies list.
Yeah, I bet you were. But like you were guilty.
But
they
they probably put everyone on Alex's team on that list.
That's what I'm saying. Guilty by association. Like they're both on there because of that. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So. I don't know if it's I don't know. What do you think? Do you think there's something here? I think it could be just random violence. But like, why did they rob him? Did they take anything from him?
It's an acceptable target, is what I think. Like,
yeah.
Like if you beat up an InfoWars reporter, no one's gonna feel bad for you, or no one's gonna get mad at you.
So they just shot him up, or like stabbed him.
They shot two different people. One died.
Yeah.
And the other one got swatted.
Yeah, but I'm saying like with the guy who died, not who got swatted.
Mm-hmm.
Was he a victim of a robbery? What did they just shoot him up? Because if they just shot him up, then I'm like, why'd you shoot him up? How do you know this guy?
I don't think enough information has been released about it yet.
Okay, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah. I don't know. Sounds like he was in his car.
The guy that got killed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamie White, Mr. White. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to go back and check it out.
Your name's White. I like that.
I don't think I got much else. Yeah. I had a bunch of stuff, but I think we kind of skimmed through a lot of it.
Fun. Yeah. I think the main story that's going on right now is Thomas Massie standing up to all these Republicans.
Yeah.
And like I'm seeing right now, like the Hodge twins about 7 hours ago on Twitter, they came out and said, hey, Thomas Massie is a patriot and one of the only people in Congress that's not corrupt, but that doesn't mean he's always right. Okay, I guess they're not defending him. What the fuck
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, what are they saying? You
I
want
was
to pull
gonna.
that up?
Yeah, I was. I had it earlier, but yeah, if you got
Yeah,
it,
let's
right
just
now.
go through the news. It's kind of a dead news week for a little bit, so let's just go through the
Here,
news
I
a
got
little
it right
bit.
here.
Yeah.
Just so
Yeah,
Thomas
same as
Massie is a patriot and one of the only people in Congress that's not corrupt, but that doesn't mean he's always right. And then they posted this clip from Dan Bongino.
Did not, but he's definitely wrong on this one, and that's why I don't
know why X is doing this to me right now.
agree. And I've defended Congressman Massie in the past. You just go back and watch the shows. I don't get emotional about these things. He has been amazing on the January 6th pipe bomber case. Incredible. He is wrong here. I'm sorry, he's wrong. He doesn't have a tactical plan to cut spending. I just gave it to you. Get rid of this CR, deal with it for 3 more months, move on to reconciliation, and fight the fight there where you actually have the numbers. Does that make sense? Anybody disagree? If you think that I'm a toolbox and a jerk right now, and you're like, that's just crazy. Tell me in the chat. I'm open. All I'm asking you is if you believe that, tell me what your plan is. Tell me what your plan is to get over the Senate filibuster. If you have it, I'd love to hear it. Everybody, everybody can talk a big game. The problem is you have to have a plan to implement it on the field.
And that's what Josh is saying. He's not going to say it. He's going to let Dan say it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna go against Tom. I'm with Thomas Massie on this one, dude. Like you said, you were gonna stop spending. Stop spending. Stop doing what we've been talking about doing. Yeah, Josh. I don't know if you want to get a word in here, but on this particular thing, it's like you can see the divide where the Republicans who don't care about government spending are like, yeah, we're gonna spend on the things we like, and then people like us are like, no, this is why we don't vote for you every election, because you are a part of the system. You're a part of the big machine that just eats money all the time. But yeah. All right. This one's kind of interesting. We'll go to the big screen here. Yep. This is from MAGA Voice on X. Holy shit. Alina Habba confirms that they are. I don't know why. Is this okay? I guess that might be Alina Habba. Confirms they are reviewing the Epstein docs and prosecutions are actually coming. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see what Benny has to say. It's about a minute.
Benny Johnson.
Yeah. Can you hear it?
Nope. Can't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it?
Nope.
All right. Well, we'll have to stop sharing and reshare it. Lame.
Just send me the link for it.
Also, share audio.
I replied to Dan. I said, "Dear Dan, you're a toolbox and a jerk. Your words, not mine. The solution is simple. Cut spending and do it now. Why wait? If Trump has the muscle right now to strong arm a shitty bill, then he has the muscle to strong arm a passing a good one, and it would be a whole lot easier."
All right.
Well,
all right, it should be good. Should be good now.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Can't hear shit.
Really?
Really?
All right. Well,
just give me the link. Put it in the chat thing.
I'll give you the link. I'll do it in the private.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Oh, that was the wrong one. There it is.
I'm thinking, if prosecutions are coming, why all the redactions though? You know, we don't need all these
national
redactions.
Security.
Yeah, no.
It's what you voted for. Suck it, nerd.
Just asked about this and where it's at. And I just want to say, I understand and hear the American people's, ask. And sometimes they mistakenly put it on me, and that's fine. I'm part of the administration. But I will say that I personally have checked in. They are going through it. You have to be patient, because when you are wanting to prosecute and actually do something with the information that you have. You have to make sure that you save the integrity of the investigation so that we can bring these people to justice, so that we can hold grand juries, so that we can do certain things. You have to be careful. The value for the American people to know immediately would undercut, we have to do it. We have to expose it. We're going to be transparent 100%. But we also have to make sure we're not putting any children in danger, putting any minors that don't want and do not deserve to be publicly identified in danger, and making sure that we put forth the information that would still assist us in getting these individuals to justice. It's such a convoluted thing, but I will tell you, transparency is 100% coming.
Are they still minors right now? If they're not still minors, put the shit out.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, I'm not buying it 100%.
Yeah,
like Barfo says, this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barfo also said Benny's a puppet. I agree with that. He just kind of puts out whatever. He's kind of he's playing a character right now.
Yeah.
Of supporting no matter what. Keep trying to bait him. It's not working. I'm going to share this one that you put up there though. This is pretty funny. I have helped produce 2 successful libertarian couples so far. This is my attempt at a third. What are the 2 couples? Oh, why is Rachel getting put in both of these?
Oh my God.
Thanks for being on Tower Gang.
Rachel and Toad?
Thanks for sending Toad back where he belongs. You guys should go on a date, actually. She whispers, ain't getting any of this. I have standards.
Wow. And the standards are you must wear shoes. Toad can't even wear shoes.
Should Toad and Rachel go on a date? I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah, and LP New Hampshire should video it and put it out on their social media. That's a missed opportunity if you don't do it, actually. And if you don't do it, I'll come up there and do it. Date a libertarian. Date an autistic libertarian. And that could go for either one of them, honestly.
Yeah, he's too retarded to stop, for sure.
Oh, man. Grumpy Gnome said he was going to run with Toad as president candidate for the LP when we met him this Monday, or this past weekend.
Grumpy Gnome needs, like, a week off before he murders somebody. He's on edge right now.
Grumpy Gnome. If you know him on X, just give him a hug, man. Dude needs a hug.
I did see that at Michigan, there's going to be, so we're going to be there.
Yeah.
Tower Gang's going to be there. And Liberty Libations are all going to be there.
Oh. We need to buy a room.
We need a big room.
We need to buy a war room, / podcast room. Guys, between us, Liberty Libations, and the Tower Gang, we could afford one of those like side rooms in the conference area, and it would be the best room.
We'll call it the Pork Fest orgy tent. That's what we'll call it. Bunch of dudes, one ugly chick.
A swamp ass room. Yeah. I think we just have to get Clint in on that. Or is Clint even a part of the Tower Gang anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The Tower Gang, we've had it. We're friendly with them. We've had Top on. We've had Jose on, right? I think we've had Jose on.
Yeah, he's been on twice, I think.
Yeah, we've had Clint on. We've had Toad on. I'm just personal friends with Dickie. But as far as us being on their show, none of us has gone on their show. That'd be nice. You could tell. I mean, I wish they would bring me on. That'd be cool one night,
They're getting all kinds of crazy people on though. They don't need us.
I know they don't need us, but like we're cool.
Yeah.
We definitely did the Tower Gang of Florida here. Like we just started doing that here. Like we started out with it was us 3, Mitch, Josh, Duke.
We're
Mark.
6 or 7 of us.
Yeah, 6 or 7 of us. Yeah. So you think we couldn't get a word in edgewise now? Back then, it was pure chaos. If you were around for the beginning.
Still is.
Still pure chaos.
All right. Getting out of here. I got Jeff coming on in 2 days. We're going to talk about his book because he gave me a copy of it to proofread, and then after I proofread it and gave some suggestions, he sent me an actual copy of the book. So we're going to talk about that. It's going to be cool. doing that on Thursday. And then Mitch has somebody coming on Tuesday. I can't remember. Rob's trying to line up some cool people. Maybe we'll do a member stream. Maybe we won't.
Yeah. I think on the 25th, we're going to have bring let me look her name up because it's not her actual name. It's the name of their podcast. I think she goes by a pseudonym. Yeah. Banish Big Brother. One of the Liberty Libation guys does this with this woman, Banish Big Brother. They're starting out, and I talked to her at the Georgia convention, so we might have them on if we can work it out for the 25th.
You trying to find his name or her name? Or
No, I'm not gonna. No, she doesn't want me to say her name, so I just Banish Big Brother, another Liberty podcast / network from the Liberty Libation guy. Because I think Keith, Zach from the Liberty Libation guys is on there. I subscribed to this earlier, and it told me I had to resubscribe. That's weird. That is weird.
Faking gay. All right, Josh, you want to say anything before we go?
Yeah, I guess before I shut the fuck up for a while here, for those of you who don't know, this is going to be my last probably regular episode for a while due to some personal and professional circumstances beyond my control. And the fact you guys are on a 3-hour time difference from me now really kind of makes it hard for us to coordinate. So instead of holding you guys back here, I'm going to be stepping away. I'm going to try to get on as much as I can here, but I just, you're going to get a lot more shutting the fuck up from me because I'm just not going to be on as much, unfortunately, guys. So I'm going to try to be on as much as possible, but, until I get to a point where I can be here on a consistent basis, I wish everybody luck. Hopefully you'll have some good guests and you won't get interrupted too much.
Hopefully it makes some more money.
Listen, you goddamn son of a bitch. I know you were just trying to piss me off, okay? I'm not like for real upset about it, okay? So stop being gay.
I know.
I just don't want to make anybody angry here, so I'm just going to keep shutting the fuck up. I'm just going to stay on mute. That's been the best thing for me this entire episode. As soon as I put myself on mute, everybody stopped complaining.
Okay. Love you too. See you guys later. Bye.